All right guys, today is slightly different from all the other days. I'm actually gonna take you through my day of eating when I'm going to the office. So today, also slightly different. I woke up a little bit later. I wasn't feeling the best, so I decided to sleep in a little bit. So you're gonna see a very atypical breakfast of mine, but one that I like. So if you're noticing kind of a theme for today, it's just about getting something that's kind of quick and getting my protein in for the day. Now, normally I would say to definitely plan out your meals a day before, and I actually did not do that. So we're gonna see how accurate I am at doing that without doing any planning. I planned out my meals enough for each day that I kind of have an idea of what I need to eat in order to hit my macros, but we'll see how accurate I am. So I'm actually gonna start out with 2 things of pancakes. It's gonna be a lot of carbs, probably the majority of my carbs for the day. A decent amount of calories, but not too much. I will say these pancakes have been a go-to for me, especially for quick days. I just put normally 2 servings of pancakes in the microwave for 2 minutes. They're done. They're filling. There is 30 grams of protein for all of them, but it's also gonna be about 450 calories. So, but 30 grams of protein, you know? But it is quick, it tastes good. Yeah, it's filling. So all of these, 2 minutes. And this is the brand that I have, Premier Protein Pancakes. I picked these up at Costco, relatively cheap. So we'll go over the macros while it's cooking, and then we'll get into lunch because I have to prep that as well. We are looking at 460 calories, 30 grams of protein, 7 grams of fat, and 62 grams of carbs. So probably not the best breakfast if you're on very low calorie, but today I'm on an 1800 calorie day. I can easily fit it in. This is also the only kind of solution I really have for breakfast that's kind of quick, other than like eggs. I don't feel like making eggs right now. So, something fast. And this is the syrup I'm using. It's, I don't know, I think I just got this at Aldi. It's 10 calories per serving. Which I've tracked for this. Normally the syrup that I'm using is 5 calories per serving, so kind of double, but still really low in calories. For lunch, prepping it, this is one of my favorite go-tos for lunches. Rotisserie chicken from Costco. Honestly, probably the cheapest thing for the amount of protein I can think of for lunches, and something that's easy. A lot of times I'll go to like a frozen meal, even some soup, because those are super easy. I'm very lazy when it comes to going to work. I think this is kind of what I need today, especially if you're seeing my breakfast. I know I'm gonna need more protein. And honestly, this is a lunch that kind of fills me up, kind of helps me survive the day, I'll say, without being hungry. I'm gonna go with 10.5 ounces, and that is just for me doing this so much that I know that's under 500 calories. I don't want to have that many calories for lunch. As long as it's under 500, my dinner can still be, 700, 800 calories, which is preferred. I will say 1 rotisserie chicken can probably give me 3 meals. And then it really depends on you if you want to remove the skin or not. I'm pretty sure it's tracked for the skin, so I'm probably gonna leave it on the drier parts because I'm not gonna use any dressing. That is 10.5 ounces of chicken. That's pretty easy, actually. I like to always kind of just break it up now because it's easier now. At work, I don't really have a knife. Honestly though, I think you saw how quick that was for how cheap, how much protein this is. It's a relatively new thing, one that I have to start actually bringing lunch because I used to get to come home for lunch, but we moved. But this makes it not that bad. Nice. Since I slept in a little bit later today, that means that we will be doing a later in the day workout. Typically I'm stronger, workouts are a little bit better just because I'm awake. It's just normally hard to get me in the gym because after work I'm typically exhausted, but once I'm there, workout is much better. All right, so this is 10.5 ounces of chicken, and I'm going with no sauce. I feel like it doesn't need it. I'll show you the calories at lunch.
Meal number 2. We are having 10.5 ounces of chicken and that is 490 calories, 66.5 grams of protein, 24 grams of fat, and 7 grams of carbs, and of course, having a monster.
So I just got home a little bit ago and I'm going to have one of my snacks. I'm having a Quest bar. This one is s'mores flavored, one of my favorites. It is 180 calories, 21 grams of protein, 23 grams of carbs, and 7 grams of fat. Definitely give this a try if you haven't before. And of course, no after work snack is complete without Diet Dr. Pepper. All right guys, just finished up a workout. I ended up doing 500 calories worth of cardio. I'm still not feeling the best, which has kind of helped me back a little bit today. But I was able to go in, get some cardio done, and overall have a good workout. All right, you guys, after a good workout, I am on to my final meal for today. And I am actually gonna have three, they're either gonna be wraps or tacos, depending on how you wanna look at it. Starting with some carb control wraps. Each one is only 60 calories, so love having these. Some tortillas can actually be a lot of calories, so you definitely want to watch which ones you're using. I'm going to start out by putting on a ton of lettuce on each one, and I'm tracking about 10 calories per wrap. I think that's a good amount to go with. All right, and then for this meal, it's gonna be made up of 2 different proteins. So one, it's gonna be grilled chicken breast. So I have 3 ounces of some chicken breast. Spicy chicken fillet from Chick-fil-A. So I'm actually gonna just cut that up and put it on it. Love being able to do that. A lot of times I'll just get their fillets and just use it for a sandwich or whatever. So in this case, using it for a wrap. And then I'm just going to cut up some tomatoes, pickles, and that's it. So for all 3 of these, super high in volume. The lettuce is really helping with that, and the tortillas, getting a good amount of chicken in it. I would probably put it at least 8 ounces of chicken. I did not weigh the Chick-fil-A fillet. And I might put some hot sauce on it, I'm not sure. You can also put some ranch on it if you want, depending. So total calories for this, we're at 590 calories, 62 grams of protein, 61 grams of carbs, and 22 grams of fat. So overall, very excited to eat this. It's gonna taste great because of the fillets and it's a good amount of volume. All right guys, we are post cardio. Right now I'm kind of weighing in around 186. Haven't really broken underneath the 186s, but I'm feeling better. I'm feeling more shredded. To be honest, I do feel kind of bloated though right now. I think just having a lot of fiber in my body. But considering I feel as bloated as I do, I feel like I'm looking really good. And I did an ab workout 3 days ago, so hopefully my abs are looking a little bit better. My little lines. So let's get into the physique update. Please excuse the faces. Overall, very happy with where we are, but I feel like we have a long way to go. But I'm excited for it and ready for the hard work ahead. All right, guys, so that is it for my full day of eating. I ended up going to 1,795 calories, 5 calories under, so we did awesome. Getting into the macros, you remember I really didn't do any pre-planning for today. Everything kind of just fell into place. However, I have been doing this a while, so I kind of had ideas of where my macros would end up. I think that's gonna show when we go over the macros. So today, my protein, I hit 180 grams of protein, which is 100% my goal, 180 grams. So hit that straight on, not even one gram over, 1 gram under. So that's rare and awesome. Fat. For my fat, I'm supposed to get 60 grams of fat and I ended up getting 63 grams of fat. Awesome there. My carbs. So I ended up getting 157 grams of carbs.
My goal is 135 grams of carbs. Now, my carbs are a bit over, and carbs are always going to be inaccurate, and I don't like this. If you look at your fiber is going to go towards your carbs. So what I always do whenever I track it is I actually put in my carbs and then I subtract my fiber from it, and that gives you my total active grams of carbs. So my carbs was actually pretty good. I think in the end it was probably a little under, but honestly, perfect day of eating. I could not complain one bit. The only thing I did not do well on, which is something I need to start watching, is my fiber. I ended up going to 60 grams of fiber when I'm only supposed to be getting 38 grams of fiber. Now, I think most people are gonna think, oh, that's a great thing, you know, you had too much fiber. But I feel like whenever you get too much fiber, you're gonna kind of get a little bloated, and I feel like it's gonna sit in your stomach a little bit and you're gonna feel it. So that's why I'm trying not to have too much fiber. Overall, perfect day of eating. I'm surprised at how well I hit all my macros, especially for not having planned it out. I think if I can have more days where I'm hitting the macros like that, that would be an awesome thing. That is it for me today, guys. I hope you like this content. If you want more like this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.